Hello everyone and welcome back to the Reading Platter. Um, I am planning to do something very much interesting and a big project in May. So this is kind of a test run, you can say, or maybe to just start with something. So I'm doing this 48 hours readathon. So this will be from today, that is 12 April to 14 April, and I'm doing this just for myself, just to read something. So yeah, it is currently 12:15, but I'm talking to you and I'll start at 12:30 on 12 April and it will end on 12:30 p.m. on 14 April. So that will be 48 hours of reading. So obviously I won't be reading all day. I will be sleeping, eating, working as well. But I want to complete as many books as I can. So I have made a list of 7 books that I really want to get through in these 48 hours. And there are one or two books that I think I will read if I get time. But these 7 books, I am going to read them. So the first one is George's Marvelous Medicine. It's a very thin book. I got it as a gift on my birthday last year. So I'll have to read it. I will read it. So this is the first one. The second one is Easy Trot by Roald Dahl. Again, it's a very thin book. Again, it was a gift. So I want to read these books and I want to, just read as many books as I can in these 48 hours. So the third book I want to read is The Arc That I Received. That's a short arc, and that is Diary of an Angry Young Man by Rishi Vora. So I really need to read it this month and review it as well. So I will be trying to complete it here. The next one is also an arc that I received last year, but I haven't read it yet. It is a big one, but still, it is Little Wanderers, The Everlasting Seasons by I.K. Silver, and it's a middle grade book. So this will be pretty easy to complete. And also, this month's genre is middle grade. So I have a lot of middle grade books to read. So that will be easy. And an intelligent thing to do. And the next one, I thought that there should be an audiobook so that when I'm working, so that I can read at that time also. So the best option is audiobook. So I will be reading A Pine Island Christmas by Caroline Michaelson. It's a romance audiobook. I will be listening to it. It is not that long. I guess it is for 2 or 3 hours, and that will be pretty easy to complete. So the next 2 books are webtoons actually, and that is Webtoon X Bts. That's a webtoon original and it was released last year. And the second one is Seventh Chakra by Hype. So I wanted to read this. These are my most anticipated releases and also my 5-star predictions, and I really want to read these books. And Seventh Chakra is currently not been released. Like there are, I guess, 12 episodes and now it will resume from June. So I want to read those 12 episodes. So that will be pretty simple. These webtoons are easy to read, but there are a lot of pages. I mean, you can say like 100 to 150 pages per episode. So there are 12 episodes. So you can say 1200 to like 2000 pages. And that is a lot of number of pages. So I will be reading these 7 books for sure. I'll be trying to complete all these 7 books. And if I get time, I will read even more. So yes, this was the introduction. This is a 48 hours readathon. I hope I do well. And the time right now is 12:25. So I will start at 12:30 and it will end on 14th on 12:30, and I'll be updating you on what I read and what I'm reading right now. So yeah, let's begin with the readathon and wish me luck. Hello everyone, it is currently 4 p.m. and I have finished Easier Trot by Roald Dahl, and it was a very short book and I finished it in like 20 to 25 minutes. It was a very fun book as well. I rated it a 4 star. It is about a tortoise. The owner of the tortoise wishes the tortoise to grow fast, but tortoise grows very slow. So there's this man that lives upstairs, and he loves the owner of this um, tortoise, and so he helps her to grow. Helps the tortoise to grow faster, and that's the whole story. Like, how does it he help the tortoise, and then they just fall in love and they marry, and that's the story. So it was a fun little read, interesting, fine, a mood changer for sure. I rated a 4 star. Secondly, I also I also read Webtoon X Bts, and that's not anything, just an introduction to like Seventh Chakra, and it was not like it was not a story, a proper story. It was just an introduction, and it was from a real photo shoot. So the images there were from a real photo shoot, and that was just a starting, and like the way it was presented was nice. Like, to present a starting, the like they really did a nice job writing that, and it had only a few dialogues, 1 or 2 words maybe in each episode. There were 7 episodes, one for each member, and it was very short read. Again, 15 to 20 minutes to read that, and yeah, I rated it a 5 star because it was a really good job doing an introduction, and yeah, I'm very excited to start with Seven Faiths Chakra. Also, I started one more book that is an erotica romance, but I'm not going to talk about it here on this channel. But if I read it, if I complete it, I'll tell you that. But it's not, I really don't like these kinds of books, but I don't know why I started it. Maybe just because I want to finish as many books as I can. I'll finish it or maybe DNF it, because these books are not my type. I don't like these kind of books. But okay, fine. I'll see if I read it or not. And now I'm going to cook something because I'm hungry. So I'll be cooking something and listening to the audiobook that I talked about. That is Pine Island Christmas by Caroline Michaelson. And maybe I'll finish it today as well. So let's see what happens. This was the update for now. I'll be having something to eat, and then I have to complete my assignments as well. So let's see what happens. Let's see how much I read in 24 hours. I've already read 2, and I'm in the middle of 1, and I'm starting 1 more. That's, I'm doing a good job. Okay, so we'll meet after I have read something and I have anything to update you on. Hi guys, so I was planning my May challenge, and I was thinking, and while I was thinking, I was browsing the net, and while I was browsing the net, I made so I made these are the prompts for my Truth and Dare game. So these are not bundled at Truth and Dare, these are a lot of prompts. So yeah, I will be segregating them in Truth and Dare and putting them in my bag, Truth and Dare bag, and I'll have like hundreds of prompts for each now, and I'm so happy. And I came with a lot of ideas for my main challenge, and I have fixed a few as well, and only a few are left, so I will be planning them as well. So I'm super excited for May, and I'm thinking of filming my TBR early, because knowing my TBR is one thing that I really want to fix the other challenges. So I made these prompts, and yeah, I will be putting them in the bags. I will be updating my reading journal because I have read quite a few books. Today I have read 4, and I'm planning to read one more, and then I'll stop for today because I still have tomorrow and half day for day after tomorrow. So I think I'll be fine. 5 books in a day. I think I'm doing good. Maybe the pages are less, but I've still read like 300 pages, I guess, till now. So yeah, I'm happy. And also I have completed A Pine Island Christmas by Caroline Michaelson, and it was such a sweet romantic story. I mean, it was really, really, really sweet. It was 1 hour and 10 minutes long, so very easy to complete, very easy language. The narrator was really good. It was a very easy going story. The flow was very nice. The characters were, interestingly adorable, and there was no character that I hated. And I mean, the amount of attention given to each character was well deserved, and the characters that were not necessary in the story were just kept aside, and that's one thing that I really liked. Because some, for example, if there is a divorced couple and the woman is not to be in the story and the male is the main character, they'll drag on to that woman again and again and again and bring her back, and that's irritating sometimes. But in the story there was nothing but proper detail of the main characters, and the extra characters were just extra characters, and the characters that were not wanted were just kept aside. And I really enjoyed it. I rated it a 5-star. It was really fun. I'm so happy that I got really good books to read today, and I hope tomorrow I read good books as well. I don't know what book I'm picking next for today, but it probably will be an audiobook or a short book. So yeah, and let's now put them in my TBR bags. Hello everyone, so I did segregate the prompts, and it is currently 9:30. It took me 1.5 hours to do that work. I was making the prompts. Secondly, I found some old prompts that I made for my first ever YouTube video, that was for the reading platter, and that was for 1.5 years ago. And I found those prompts, and there were some prompts that were double and some prompts that were different, and it took me a really long time to segregate those, to put them into truth and dare categories. And now that I am done, I have 102 more prompts each, and I'm happy about it because I have a lot of choices. So in truth, I put some genres that are straightforward genres, or some prompts that are my favorite that I love to read. For example, to find a book with a vampire in it, I love these kind of stories, so I put it in truth prompts. And in dare prompts, there are like read a non-fiction book and read a book more than 500 pages and like that. There are dare prompts like read a book at night, like you have to read it at night, you cannot pick it up in the morning or in the evening or in the afternoon. So those kind of prompts are in the dare bag. So I'm very very tired and now it's time for dinner, and after dinner I'll be reading the last book for today, and I think I'll read George's Marvelous Medicine, because that's the shortest book I can think of right now. Tomorrow my plans are to read for tomorrow my plans are to read slightly longer books, especially the 2 arcs that I have put on my TBR. So I want to complete those 2 tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully I'll read 8 to 9 books in this 48-hour readathon. I want to do at least 10, but I am setting a goal, like in this video, in the video that I'm saying that is of 8 books, and in my mind I'm thinking of 10 books. Okay, so I don't want to say officially of 10 books, because then I'll feel that I failed. If I say of 8 books and I read 9, then I'll think that I have done a good job. So that's the mentality, that's how it should be done. So I am thinking that I can read 8 books. So yeah, I will, after having dinner, I'll read 1 book and then I'll sleep. I don't know if I'll update you or not. If I do, then that's good. If I don't, then I'll update you tomorrow morning. And yeah, I think I'll update you tomorrow morning, because I am literally tired and I have to post a video for today and I have to write a blog as well. So yeah, I'll be sleeping then. So yeah, have a good night, have a good dinner, eat healthy, stay healthy, and I'll pick up the camera tomorrow. Hello everyone, and this is day 2 of this 48 hours readathon, because it is 12:30 right now and the 24 hours mark is complete. So I did read George's Marvelous Medicine last night, and I jinxed myself when I said that I had all the good books to read yesterday. This book, I rated it a 1 star. I wanted to rate it like 0, but I did rate it 1 because the starting was okay, and that's why I rated it a 1 star. I mean, this is a children's literature, but I will never let a child read this. I'll never recommend this book to a child. Like, it was so horrible and senseless. I mean, I was so sad because I was very excited and happy when I started this readathon. And I did have like good books to read, but this book at the end of the day was so horrible. I was thinking of DNFing it, but I just didn't want to. I was like, okay, let's get till the end. I was able to get to the end just because of the illustrations, I'll tell you honestly. But the story was so meaningless, so senseless, and horrible, horrible, horrible. Never recommended, not recommended. No. I have loved Roald Dahl's writing, but this one book, I hate it with all my heart. Like, please. Okay, I'll tell you. This is a bit of a spoiler, but you should listen to it, because it's good for you to listen to this spoiler than to read this book. So this 8-year-old child makes a medicine for his grandma, and he mixes everything like shoe polish, shampoo, conditioner, nail paint remover, a hair remover cream, and whatnot, perfume and lipsticks and makeups and medicines for animals and stuff and paint and everything and feeds it to his grandmother. And the story starts at this point. Do you know? It hasn't ended. His grandmother did not die, but like according to this book, amazing things happen to her. I mean, please don't read it. I am a well wisher to you, and I really want you not to read this book. So that was a bad experience, and I don't know what I'll read now. I really don't know. Maybe I really want something good to read, because you know what? After reading that yesterday, I was not in a mood to read today, and it is 12:30 right now, and I haven't read anything since morning. So maybe I'll read Seven Fates Chakho. I have to read two arcs as well, and I am scared to pick up the arcs because I really have to post a review about it and write a review, a proper review. So I'm scared to pick up the arc right now. Maybe I'll read Seven Fates Chakho, and side by side I'll read the arc. I really do need one good audiobook, a short one. I'll find one if I get one on YouTube, a contemporary audiobook. There are a lot of audiobooks on YouTube. If I'll get a small one, then that's okay, or I'll search the audiobook apps that I have, maybe Audible, but there are all long books that I want to read there, but we'll find something short, something good at least. So yeah, this was it for update for now, and I'll update you after reading something, although I'm not in a mood to read anything, but I really have to. I have 24 hours left of this readathon, and I want to make full use of it. So okay, let's gather the courage and read something, anything. Hello everyone, it is night and it is currently 11:30 p.m. and I haven't updated you since morning, but see, I have started with I started with Diary of an Angry Young Man, which was an arc, and it is written by Rishi Bora. And I started it, but the font is really, really small, and it is very difficult to read it, but still I'm reading it. And I've also started Little Wanderers, The Everlasting Seasons, which I think I'll complete by tomorrow because it is a middle grade short book. And Diary of an Angry Young Man, I'm not feeling it right now. I don't know why, but if I am not able to read it, that will be okay. So we have tomorrow's day till 12:30. I guess we started on 12:30. Yes. So I have a nice long day, and I will be waking up early tomorrow. Plus I will be reading before going to bed. So these are the two books that I'm in the middle of. Secondly, the books that I have read today. The Seven Fates Chakho, read it, loved it, 5 stars. I mean, it was so nice, so fantastic. I cannot believe, and I cannot wait for the next chapter to come out in June. I mean, I was controlling myself to not read it and read it until and after it is completely released. But I did start it. It has released 12 chapters till now, and I don't know if I'll be able to control when the next chapter comes out. I mean, I was reading it and reading it and reading it, and I wasn't stopping. It was so good. I mean, I am stopping right now because I am just going to give you a spoiler, and I don't want to, but do read it. It's a very, very nice book. And this was the comic version. Also, it has a proper book version, but that is paid, and I haven't bought it yet. It is in Wattpad, and I want to buy it, but not right now because it is in the text form, and I am waiting for it to completely release so that I can read it completely and everything. So I'm waiting for that, then I'll buy that book as well. Secondly, I completed Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator, the second book in the Charlie Bucket series. The first one was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I loved it. And this is the second book, Green Glass Elevator, and I loved it. I rated a 4 star. It was not as good as the first one, but it was nice. It was fun. It was short. It was interesting. It was, good going book. So I rated a 4 stars. So these are the two books I read. I actually listened to the audiobook for the Charlie book, and it was 4 hours long, so it took most of the time. And I really completed 12 chapters of Seventh Chakra, the whole 12 chapters. It took me 1 hour to complete the whole of the book, and I had a lot of other work to do. Also, I started with the Diary of an Angry Young Man and Little Wanderers. So yeah, I'll complete Little Wanderers for sure by tomorrow. I'm not sure about Diary of an Angry Young Man, but I'm really happy because I have read like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books. By tomorrow I'll complete 9 books, 9.5. But I don't know if I'll able to complete all the 10 books. But I'm trying, and I'm so happy that I was able to complete 10 books. So I mean, I'm not ending it right now. I'll end it tomorrow, obviously. Tomorrow, like, I'll read right now. I'll read Little Wanderers before going to bed, and I'll get up early in the morning and complete the book if I haven't completed before going to bed. And then maybe I'll skip on, the other arc, but still, this was a pretty good one, and I'm so happy, so proud of myself. So, and also, I was reading one BDSM book, which I'm not a fan of. And actually, I wasn't a fan of that book either. It had so many bad things. The main character's brother, knowing everything about their relationship was so weird. And like, he commenting it without any fear was... The plot in the starting was okay. It's nothing wrong. It was okay. It was a good story. But later, after 50% of the book, it was so bad. And like, they are in fake relationships, and they are cops, and they are busting a fake relationship, being in a fake relationship, and it was all so bad. Like, so bad. And like, she cannot be in a real relationship, and she was fooling who could be the real boyfriend for the fake relationship, because it was bad. I rated it a 1 star, I guess, maybe 2, because the first half of the story was okay. It had really bad jokes, and it was giving so wrong definition of feminism. Okay, let's stop there. And I hated that book. And I was so sad that this was one book I had to read in this blog, because all the other books were really nice, were okay. So, okay, I'm happy right now. I'm really proud of myself. So, yeah, we'll see how much I read by tomorrow. Maybe I'll complete 9 books. I have already completed 8 books. So, I'm very, very proud of myself. And I'll definitely complete 1 more by tomorrow. So, yeah, have a good night, and yeah, we'll meet tomorrow. Hello everyone, and welcome to the next morning, and it is 11 a.m. right now. So the 48 hours challenge will be completed in 1.5 hours. So I'm really excited. Plus, I have completed Everlasting something book that I was supposed to read. I was supposed to read 2 arcs, and I completed 1, which I'm very proud of. So I have still 1.5 hour left, but I don't think I will be completing the last book, the arc that is Diary of an Angry Young Man. Because I'm actually tired from reading 2 days straight, and I have read 9 books in 2 days. So I really need 1 day off now. So I will not be reading, I guess, no, for today. So I am not continuing with the last arc, that is, and I am talking about the book that I have completed. So I completed the Everlasting Seasons. I guess that's the name of the book. The Little Wanderers, Everlasting Seasons, yes. And it was interesting. The first chapter was kind of boring, to be honest, but as the story progressed, it was so interesting and so funny. I rated it a 4-star. I have not written a review yet, but I will write it. I'll send it to the author and I'll post it on Goodreads and my blog as well. So that is done, and I don't know if this book is published yet. I think it is, and that's why, like, I am not sure, so I won't be telling you about the book right now because I don't want to give any spoilers. If you want to read it, if you want to know what this book is about, you can check the review on Goodreads and on my blog as well. When I'll write it, I'll link it down in the description, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, 1.5 hours is still left, but I am not reading anymore right now, so I will end the vlog here. And I really had a very nice experience, and I'm so ready to do so many readathons, and there are so many challenges coming up in May, because May is the month of challenges on my YouTube channel and on my blog. So I'm super excited for that, and I have read 9 books, which I am so proud of myself. And it was a very fun experience. I really loved it. I have no regrets, and I am super duper happy, and I don't know, I'm just happy. And so I'm going to film videos now. I am all ready, and I have to film videos for today and like for the whole week now. And so yeah, this was end of the vlog, and I am so excited for you to watch it and to watch that I have read 9 books in 2 days and be proud of myself. So yeah, this was it for today's video, and I have messed up my hair. I have to do it again. And yeah, this is it for today's video, and we'll meet in the next one. Bye.